Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to layout number 1 for Build a Page this month. This will be the sketch. It is one of the autumn sketches from Lisa from Scrap-A-Sketch. And I am using a Halloween photo from last year of my kids trick-or-treating, and Sean is in the photo as well. And I found a cut file from the Silhouette store that's just in my random cut files. Doesn't have a designation to who created it. I'm just going to spray it, as you can see, with some black Shimmer's Mist, and then use that as just a subtle piece in the background of this layout. You will see it. But I wanted there to be something besides just the strips of pattern paper that I have in my head that I want to use. And so I'm doing this, and I love the way that this dries out. It's funny though, because when you take it off of the inside of it, it's meant to be like you're supposed to back it with pattern paper. So it's just this little sliver of black that you can see right there, which I found really funny because it's so pretty and I like the way the mixed media turned out. But then of course you only see this little bit. It's the way it works. My next thing to do is go through this pattern paper. Now this is the crepe paper pattern paper stack that I've just added into this page kit, saying I'll draw from it. And I did. I went through all the patterns that I felt like are going to work. And you're going to watch me cut them up into little strips and then lay them down and figure out where I want them to go. Because that's really what I saw in this sketch, was a bunch of strips of pattern paper. And I decided that if it was 6 inches long, I can make my width 2 inches, because this is a 6x8 pattern paper. Of course, thinking that was great when it doesn't have a direction to it. But like this really cute ghost, it has a direction. So I had to be strategic about what I was doing and not make my ghosts or my moons or my whatever it was that I was cutting be the wrong direction, because that would look weird. So I was careful, thankfully. And I'm pulling in orange, black, this really dark navy, and then something like this where it has multiple colors, but the base and the background of it is white or this lighter blue. And I'm just trying to get a variety because I want it all to line up underneath my photo to make this layout look like the sketch. I'm going to say that this particular layout, I don't know why, you're going to see it in my wrap up when I finish. I'm going to come back live with it. But man, I have this part down and I'm having fun laying all of this down. And yes, my cut file's ripped and that's annoying and I have to fix it, but that wasn't anything to really bother me, because I do stuff like that all the time. I don't wait for things to dry, so then when I take them off the backing of the sticky part that you use to cut it through the cut file machine, yeah, I always do that, and then it tears, and then I'm like, oh, why didn't I wait? Because I'm impatient, that's why. But like, it was all coming together just fine, no big deal, and then I just get stuck. And I think that this is okay, and this happens, and I'm going to walk you through why I thought it happened and all of that. But it's good to remember that sometimes things are not working the way you want, even though you like the direction it's going in. So never fear about that. It will eventually come back together and do what you want it to do. I am going to end up backing this with a black cardstock. I like the way that looked. And what you see me doing there is my little cheat for how, if you like the way something is lined up and you don't want to move it and it's a big long strip of a bunch of different things, just grab another piece of paper. I would suggest something a little bit heavier than the black I used because it wasn't very thick, and then just flip it over, get it taped down, and then put it back. You'll have a full piece that you can move, and then you can put it back on your pattern paper the way you want it to look. So that is one of the little tricks that I do sometimes when I really like the way something is laid out and I do not want it to be moved. I want it to look exactly like that. That is how I go about getting that look that I so desperately want to have look. And then when you lay it back down, it's that perfect piece already, and you just have to line it up to however you want. Okay, let me come back live to show you my finished layout.
Right. So you guys, this one threw me. I don't know why. I had it down. I was doing the process video. It was going fine, and then I put the photo down and I was stuck. And I was stuck for an entire week This layout sat on my desk for a week. I'm not even kidding you. So I got the cut file down and then layered it the way I wanted it with my photo. I didn't know I wanted to do this trick or treat candy, please. So I put that down, and then I just was like, I kept looking at it and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to put things. Do I add things and tuck them for layering for my photos? I just did not know. So eventually, after talking, I was talking to Moira, and we were just kind of like talking in general about some sketches and just stuff like that. And it was enough just talking to her to figure out how to wrap it up. So I actually ended up going and cutting the bats. There was this one freehand bat from the cut file, and I just copied it 4 times. And so I put it here. Oops, that sequin just fell off. Here and here. I found this cute little bat from the ephemera package, and I did try to add more ephemera in. It just did not work, but he was super cute, which is playful with the Minnie and Mickey in the background there. I felt like that was a good vibe going on, and my kids are super little, so that worked well. And then I just finished it off with some sequins and for a bit of bling to it all, and I'm gonna call it good. I did outline it as well, thinking that would help me, and I don't dislike the layout. I like the layout, but it was not coming together, and I was struggling, and I don't know if it was one of those photos that I really love this photo, and it's one of the first photos I have of my kids all trick-or-treating together. And we went back to the neighborhood that we grew up, Jackson grew up in as a baby, so it was where we lived for a very good chunk of time before we moved. And so I don't know if that was it. There's like the memories involved, so it was harder to scrap. I don't know what it was, but I struggled, and it's quite a basic layout. So sometimes we have those days, don't we? All right, thank you for watching. Please make sure you check out Jen, who's playing along this month, of course. But then we've got Moira and Kristen and Shannon here on YouTube, and Sheila over on Instagram. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.